Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a blessed day. I'm just having a little hot chocolate. I got that Space Goods sleep one. I see the pink one and I was like, yeah, this looks banging. And then I see the sleep one and I was like, this looks better, because I needed some magnesium thing come up and I was like, yeah, this has magnesium in it. So I just grabbed it. But I've been drinking it in the day. I think you're meant to have it before you go to sleep, but it's kind of calming. It's got medicinal mushroom in it. Great for anxiety. And what else was it? And this. I got my delivery. Yeah, I posted about the Hereticá. Still, if I'm saying this wrong, I pray I'm not. But my shirt came. I actually got the men's one because I just wanted the men's one, and I got it in an extra large. But let me see. I'm actually obsessed. Like, it's heavy. You know, like you get some t-shirts, especially nowadays. It's like proper thick, heavy stuff. And wait, you're not even ready. You see this shit, bro? I can't even cope. They have this with the ladies ones. They're like mesh crop long sleeves with this print on the back. I want them all, I'm not gonna lie, but this one just caught my eye. I'm obsessed with the artwork. Link in the description if you want to grab one. I'm actually so gassed to have this. I've been eagerly waiting. Stop. I kind of want to wear it back to front because I just want to look at the artwork all the time, but I looked at it and it didn't quite sit right. Obsessed. Alright, let's get on to the reading. Six of Cups again. No, I'm not having it. Not this time. We're not going back there. Every single Cappy read, bro. Yes. Two of Pentacles. The Empress. Sorry, but I'm just gassed. I love it, but I want to see it. I might have to put it on back to front right now because I can't see it. I can't see it. I'm trying to stop. Oh, I love the Magician. The Fool. There's something about you not being seen in your true light, maybe for the majority of your life. There's something of like being an undercover magician. Something's not expected from you. Some kind of gift, some kind of magic that you're working with here. Something's changing in your physical world. There's a new beginning about to come in. It's a peaceful energy. You could be here to deliver a message to channel something. It's a huge transformation taking place here. You're about to receive a message, or you could have already received a message. Maybe in terms of like intuitively, or receive some kind of download, Six of Pentacles, about a change that's taking place and why. It's leading to success. Things that are happening right now, you may feel like you're really being tested, being pushed out of your comfort zone, having to, like, finding yourself in places, being called to serve, but feeling like there's not really any balance in terms of what's going on for you. This is about to change. Passionate new beginning. You asked for this passionate new beginning. It's time to go after it. It means letting go of how you used to do things to create space for new physical blessings. It means learning to slow down. It means learning to feel the heartbreak, to process something instead of distracting yourself or running from something. It's a lesson of letting go, surrender, mastering your emotions. It feels like you're not seen for who you truly are, or like you're not seen in your true light. Whether this is something you do purposefully in terms of putting on a facade, or whether this is just because people can't see you for yourself. It feels like this is all meant to be. Yeah, the devil, yourself, King of Pentacles. It's like this was for a reason. Judgment. Strength. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios. Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. The Lovers, number 6. True love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. 9 of Winter, on Judgment, Tower, 8 of Cups. Good Lord. You will overcome this. 6 of Wands. The world just getting my attention, just hit my finger. There's it's that thing of how if you sit in the fear too long, the only way to really overcome this fear is to move through it, is to take action instead of letting it fester. There's an opportunity for you to overcome something here. But it's a lot of change, emotional turmoil. It feels like a lot within you. Whirlpool energy, strength again. It's like you can find a lot more strength through the heart than you can through discipline. That thing of positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement. But this is, I don't know if this is for everyone, but me personally, my personal experience is like when I'm hard on myself, I'm pushing myself, like bullying myself to do something in that form of discipline, like it's logically right. I get tired quick. I'm not really in it. It's not enjoyable because it feels like something I have to do, something I'm being forced to do. Because of this kind of unhealthy masculine perception of discipline. It's like discipline doesn't mean being miserable. Discipline doesn't mean being burnt out. The way to find strength to overcome this, and it feels, 9 of Pentacles, and it feels like a lot. Like, I'm not saying it's going to be easy to overcome, whether this is something within yourself, something you're going through physically, feels like it's emotionally, that could be affecting your mental. The only way to really overcome this is through celebration, through the heart. Make something fun. Instead of like beating something into yourself in terms of to do something, make it fun. It feels like it's the only way to overcome this because of how heavy this emotion is. Yeah, death, transformation, how heavy this emotion is. It feels like a grieving of yourself, of an old version of yourself. That metamorphosis energy, the world, something's coming to an end. Feels uncomfortable. That you could feel like you're crawling out of yourself kind of thing, bursting out of yourself. Temperance, have patience. Don't let this energy fool you, it's not here to stay. Look after yourself. Example, like if you're going to the gym, instead of trying to beat certain times or force yourself to do so many reps or so many things and push through certain, like push yourself to your limit, it's like go and have fun. Treat it like like an obstacle course, or like going to, like how a child would play. Like make it fun, do things you wouldn't usually do. Change it up. Do some kind of activity that's silly, but it still includes exercise. It's like, it's not that you're going to be changing who you are or what you're doing, but you're changing the energy that comes with that, the energy that you are. It was like there's a big release right now. Things could be coming up from years ago, many moons ago, to like coming back to the surface. Things that you really thought you'd done and dusted with, like things that you thought were done and dusted, could be coming back up. This could be alarming. Don't let yourself be alarmed. Just observe these things coming up. If you feel tempted to act in an old way, it's like, remember why you started. Remember where you're heading. It was like things will happen. You may receive some kind of download. You could be dreaming about situations, or you're going to receive information from people around you that basically are going to quickly snap you out of any kind of daze in terms of being tempted by something. Feels like something's going to remind you why you're not going to go back to a way of behaving how you once did. 14. Strength, devil. What's this? Number 6. Yeah, the lovers on the lovers, 3 of cups, family. It's like, it feels like cleansing your space, cleansing your circle. The Hierophant. Maybe some of you starting a family. What's that? The Hierophant. Feels like marriage. Something very family orientated. You're going to grow together emotionally and physically. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Hierophant, the lovers. Yourself, death, transformation. Feels like a huge transformation in your love life. Something's over, a pattern of relationship. 6 of Cups, the Star. You're attracting something different because you are now moving different. You've made brought awareness to something, maybe some kind of toxic pattern or something generationally that had been holding you and yours back, or getting the results you didn't want in terms of love. Temperance, the lovers, the Hierophant, death, the Empress, strength, the Magician, the world. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Twin flame energy coming through. It irritates me. I don't know why, that whole idea, but it's coming through. You could be seeing 6-9 a lot. I wasn't going to say it, and then I got confirmation, like, no, don't stop yourself from giving the message because of your own little... Right, 14 and 18. Balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. And we've got the moon, number 18. Powerful intuitive epiphanies. Letting go of worry and fear. Understanding the truth of a situation. The opossum in reverse. Oh, hang on, wait. Is the whole deck in reverse? Hang on, let me get my head together here. Oh, I'm going to have to check it now. It's going to bother me. Alright. The Racoon, number 46. The little bandit. First page it opened on was fear, the rabbit, and then it opened on the hummingbird, joy, and how being in the heart dissolves fear. Being in that place of joy, where there's love, there is no fear. Feels like there's a lot changing. You're having to step up, maybe in some kind of leadership position. It could be overwhelming, the things you're experiencing emotionally and physically right now. You could be feeling like you're going back to old patterns. Stay grounded, reassure yourself, back yourself, calm yourself, however you need. Believe in yourself. Tell yourself what you need to hear. The minds can get, like, it can get mad powerful, you know. It's like, make the narrative you need right now louder than whatever's going on within you, whilst taking and creating time and space to process whatever's going on within you. It's like, back yourself through that, care for yourself through that. Generous protector, page 221 and 222. Racoon, protector of the underdog, provider for those who have none. Do you wear the bandit's mask to hide the good deed that you've done? Teach me to turn away from rich rewards or worldly acclaim, knowing that my generosity allows my warrior spirit to be reclaimed. Racoon carries the medicine of the protector of the underdog and the provider for the young, infirm and elderly, often called Little Bandit by southern tribes. The Robin Hood of the animal kingdom teaches us about generosity and caring for others. When Racoon comes your way, you're being asked to contact your inner warrior to become a protector and generous provider for those in need, without allowing them to become victim or dependents. Like the tribal chiefs of old, Racoon tends to the needs of the tribe before taking anything for itself. If Racoon wandered into your cards today, the little bandit may be telling you to look around and see who needs your strength at this time. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Maybe it's time to share the bounty of your time, energy or possessions with the less fortunate, but remember to help those in need develop their own protector and provider skills. In all cases, Racoon asks that you honour yourself and others equally. Provide for your own needs or your well will be dry when you choose to give generously. Chiefs earn their eagle feathers when they promote every human's right to self-dignity. Acting in this manner brings that same honour to yourself and to your family. It's a very regal, caring, purposeful energy. It feels humble. It feels like you've learned a lot. That wise energy, old soul energy. Some of you, it's like, in order for you to do something or to fulfill your purpose or to take something where you want to take it, it means being in the spotlight. It means opening your heart. It means being open to communication. It's like, think what you're asking for. then are you available and are you willing to do the things you need to do to have what you're asking for? It feels like it's time to do something that maybe you don't really feel, it's not something you disagree with, but it's that thing of like how sometimes we have to do the things we don't necessarily like, but then there's something in that for us, that like blessings and lessons. Something's going to help you, and it may be something that you wouldn't do or invest in or whatever it is. Example, maybe you're someone that won't use social media, but you're being guided to market something via social media or put yourself out there in some way. Maybe you're someone that doesn't like being in the spotlight, but you're being guided to start a YouTube channel. It's like don't judge anything until you've given it a try. Everything's an experience. You can do it your way. It's like be open to all things, because it's like it's gonna help you when it comes to helping others. Some of you could be creating businesses or actually one-to-one healing, or like creating businesses that serve and help in certain ways. Follow your intuition. This is another thing. Maybe it's like everybody donates to a certain charity, so it's like, oh yeah, this is what you donate to. It's like, no, follow your intuition on what you should do, on how you should give back. Maybe you'll go out somewhere and you'll bump into somebody and you just feel like you want to donate to them, that you want to give to them. It's like, do that. Follow what's right for you intuitively, because there may be a reason. It's like not everything's as it seems, not everything's advertised that seems like it's doing good is always doing good, but you know intuitively what feels good and what doesn't. The Knave of Hearts. This is another word I've never seen before, Knave, and I'm saying knave, but is it knave? Let's hope so. In the story, the character was accused of stealing a tart made by the Queen on a summer day. Though he was probably not guilty of the crime, he was chained and brought to court for trial. Displaying indifference and offering a poor defence, he seemed to be in a really tight spot. Fortunately for him, Alice diverted the attention of the court when she started to grow unexpectedly, which put an end to the trial. Meaning, some injustice is at work here. You may be the victim or a simple witness, but the important thing is to determine how you are going to react to this prejudice and how you want to solve the problem. Keep in mind that the main point is not necessarily to win in the end. It is to have the courage to stand up for what you believe is right. Key question: do you know how to speak up for yourself and have your voice heard when you are being unfairly attacked? Collective question, really. Well, now I'm like, is this just because the Racoon, the little bandit, that Robin Hood energy and that card? But it's like, yeah, things need to change. Obviously, what is going on? So maybe you are creating something, maybe with this lover to give back. But it's like, how do you want to go about things? What's coming up is that Atlantean energy of... I'm not educated enough to speak on this, but it's coming through in the little bits that I know of, and I'm just going to say it because there must be a point here. About the war and how love repelled the hate, how love repelled the violence, how when you're in that state of love that it doesn't match, the energy doesn't match. And it's kind of like that. It's like Be mindful of what's in your reality, what you're letting in your reality. How do you want to react to things? There's ways about going about things, whether this is something in your personal life or something bigger than you. It's like, how do you want to react? You have the choice over your reaction. Like, we can create things to help, or we can be our own demise by letting our own anger lead us to move in a sloppy way. It's like, let that rage out. That rage is sacred. But be mindful of your actions. The little mouse and Bill the lizard. Being dealt the worst hand and still winning the game. Making things work for you. This card's about how Bill the lizard loses his pencil and uses... Hey, this is a different Bill the lizard. Is there more than one Bill? No, I'm baffed. Hang on. Because we had Bill the lizard, didn't we, the other day? No, this must be another Bill, man. Bill, yeah. Okay, we had number 29 the other day, making use of ink with Bill and the ink. Now we have Bill the lizard, number 10. Bill was the White Rabbit's handyman, and he was the only one with a ladder. He was sent up to the chimney to get the gigantic Alice out of the house. Poor Bill climbed on top of the roof, but Alice, with one of her huge feet stuck in the chimney, kicked the lizard by mistake and sent him right off the building, meaning the task that is asked of you is quite demanding, and you ought to think carefully before giving a positive answer. It's up to you and you alone to decide if you are willing to get out of your comfort zone and consider the challenge as an opportunity for personal growth, or if the job is way too random and dangerous for you at this point in your life. Key question: is what you are about to do a true and plain act of bravery, or is it simply a suicide mission? Interesting. Just before this reading, I was like, oh, I need to get some upbeat reads. My reads are always so moody or gloomy or deep, and I've like always been hearing like, oh, you're just so deep, you're too heavy, it's too much. And it's like, this is just it, bro. This is just me, moody. It's what it is. But this was coming through. And even today, I posted something on Insta about like suicide prevention and just some stuff about that, and it's interesting how this has come up, because really it's like a lot of the suicide prevention posts online it's like mental illness. It's like, understand someone's sick, understand someone has a mental illness, and it's like, I don't necessarily agree with this. Even the idea of illness, it's like, is it an illness or is it natural? Is it a natural way of your body, your spirit, your mind letting you know that it's time to let go, that it's time to transform, that something's not serving you anymore, that something's too heavy to carry, that something needs to be released, that it's time to transcend, that it's time to ascend, that it's time to let go? Is it a way for us to learn how to master the magnificence of the mind, to learn how to master certain things? If we wasn't so cut off from our intuition, would it even get to that point? Or it's like, by being aware, because I have certain thoughts, certain feelings today, especially my mental, it was like, how I feel like I've gone back to square one. Like, what is even going on here? Like, the emotion was just too much to handle. And it was like, imagine if I had these emotions and I didn't understand from a spiritual perspective. these labels. And how many people really feel like when they get that feeling, that feeling's there to stay, or there is no way out of that feeling. And even with all this understanding, all this awareness, I still have moments where I'm like, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm done. But I feel like it's something that people are scared to speak about, because it's like, oh, if that's how you feel, then you can't be stable, or you can't be in society. It's like, no, like, let's be honest with things here. It's like, everybody battles the mind in different ways. And realistically, if you deep it, it's like, whatever you're doing, if you're not doing things that add to your life force energy, you're doing things that take away from it. And anything you're doing to take away from it really is a manifestation of going in the other direction. It's like, if we're not feeling great and we're overeating to the point where it's self-punishment, that is realistically a form of feeling like feeling suicidal. It's like, oh, I don't want to, it's like a way of your own demise. And I get that is a very extreme, like it can start in a small way and it can develop, but just being aware of like how you treat you, how much you care for you, because it's like no one's going to come and help you, in terms of no one's going to save you from the consequences of your own actions. Are you doing things because it's a way to channel some kind of rage or lash out? Are you shutting off from love because it's a way of self-punishment? By depriving yourself, it's like by choosing what hurts you, you can't be hurt. So just be mindful of your own feelings. I've got number 7, the little mouse. This reading's so discombobulated. I wasn't going to do one today, and I'm still buzzing away with my light. But I was like, well, right now where I'm at, I'm either going to do it with dodgy sound or no sound. It's like a dodgy one or no reading. So I'm just like, people that really want a message will handle the bars. And if they don't, then they don't. Swimming in the ocean of her own tears, Alice met a little mouse whom she tried to start a conversation with. It soon became obvious that communication between them would not be easy. Alice mistakenly mentioned her mouse-eating cat Dina, a gaffe that badly offended the little rodent. Meaning, though you may want to foster dialogue, remember that language and communication can sometimes be tricky and lead to unfortunate misunderstandings. Think twice before you speak and try your best to show empathy as well as psychological finesse. Your interlocutor has feelings and points of view of their own, not a clue, if I'm saying that right still. And you have to take them into account. If you hope to create a constructive discussion, key question, if you really made the effort of putting yourself in the other person's shoes, what would you do differently? Interesting. So it's like you're being asked to see something from someone else's perspective. Something's not personal. Something could be getting you really mad and it could feel like a personal attack, like someone's going out their way because they want to hurt you. It doesn't feel like this. It feels like some kind of hurt within someone else that's being projected your way. It's like, see things for what they really are, not for how they're making you feel. Separate yourself from the situation for a moment. What is triggering this person to act this way? It doesn't mean tolerating something, but it feels like in your understanding it's going to help you to accept things for what they are and to release some kind of expectation of someone to act any differently than they have the ability or capacity to act. Sorry, but I love this t-shirt. Yeah, helping out those that need it again. Release, number 13, let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Take time to relax, recharge and replenish your inner strength. Spend time in contemplation and meditation in order to seek greater understanding of yourself and those around you. Three of Swords, heartbreak, yes. It's a lot, guys. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately amazing new ideas that should be implemented. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Just one. Number 36, Menadel. Guys, I'm obsessed with this t-shirt. I can't even deal. I got it in extra large, so I wanted it as a dress, but I'm so tall, it's still not going to be quite dress. It might have to be a biker shorts thing. But obsessed. Actually obsessed. I'm like 5'9", 5'10", maybe 5'11" by now. The amount of meditation I've been doing, I must have grown a couple inches. But yeah, obsessed. I just want to get ready now and like put it with something. I've got boots. I was like, oh, it's good. Okay, number 36. Optimistic, independent, active and advanced. He considers honesty and truth to be highly important factors in life. He possesses a lot of willpower and is shrewd, self-confident and direct in his form of speaking. He acts with discretion and astuteness, assuming responsibility with dedication and seriousness. A perfectionist who is dedicated to work. He expects the same attitude from his colleagues. He is well liked in his work environment, but is rather easily offended and quick to criticize things that he does not like. An excellent friend and companion, he is also a passionate lover. What just comes through with that is to see things through eyes, not to look at things through them eyes of judgment. It's like when you judge what you don't like, you become what you don't like. You start to feel like you're not yourself because you're tuning into things that don't resonate, that don't fit right with your spirit. The desire for a more meaningful life and the Magician. You can do anything, take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you guys soon. Sending so much love.